I'm struggling a little bit right here.
Struggling.
Okay.
Hello.
It's literally a gin.
I'll give him a shot of gin. That door keeps on opening up, bro.
It's because there's too many windows open in the house that every time someone opens the door, it'll trigger that one. But
okay, maybe we'll just keep it like.
Hi guys.
Hello. Oh my god, there's actually a killer amongst
The
us.
effing killer is here. If you guys see anything in the background, don't say anything.
Yeah, no, but what if like if we watch this back and there's like like those shadows, eyes, and stuff in the
like orbs. I'm scared. I'm having scared. Anyways, hello. Welcome to our podcast, episode 1.
Episode 1.
Hell yeah. I'm Hibo.
And I'm Kafia.
And this is the F It We Ball podcast.
Hey!
That
if you have headphones, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Hi guys.
How's everyone doing?
How's it going, everyone?
Yeah. In front of us.
How's it going, everyone? Is everyone doing good? Has everyone did anyone have enough water today? What about you?
I didn't. I had 3 cups of coffee and
it's crazy.
It was a long day. And I had one medium cup of ice water.
Period. Okay, at least you got something in your system.
I had to do in between,
Yeah.
Didn't want to run to the toilet.
Yeah.
I had to offset it.
I had 1 cup of coffee and I drank some water from my Stanley.
Period.
So that's a win.
Period.
In my books.
A win is a win.
This is our first episode.
Is anyone if anyone recognizes us? Are you shocked to see that we started a podcast?
Hey! We are. We were hanging out one day and we were kikiing and we find ourselves getting into the strangest of topics and we're like, you know what? Let's just effing start a ball.
Yeah.
Effing start a podcast. And that's where F It We Ball came from. Explain the name. Explain the name.
F It We Ball. Okay. So imagine this. You're going to get sushi and you have the option to do 1 roll each, okay? Or you could go all out and get all you can eat. So here's the problem with me and Hibo. We never know which one we want to do.
Never know. And sometimes we don't have that much money.
Yeah, we don't. And especially, it was at a point where we were mauling with the money. We were rolling the dough.
Yeah, it was really sad.
We just look at each other and it's F It We Ball.
F It We Ball.
We just asking each other F It We Ball, and if it's we're getting all you can eat.
We're getting all you can eat. We're doing the thing. We're spending as much money as humanly possible in one day, and we don't give a F because at the end of the day, you only live once.
Exactly. Money always comes back. Money always
comes right back around.
Somehow, somewhere, I will get the money back.
Yeah.
And that's where the origination. How do you say that?
That's where the name originates.
That's where the name originates.
Cafe is a francophone.
Franco-ontarien.
It's actually really, really upsetting. Cafe is a francophone. And I hate French people.
And mind you, I get it though, because Djibouti was colonized by the French. Yeah, we were
colonized by the French, so I can't
But that's the thing. That's why a lot of Djibouti people speak French.
I know, but you don't speak French because you're Djibouti. You speak French because you were put into French school because you live in Canada.
Yeah, no, but a lot like my neighbors, the Somali neighbors that we have. Not them, but okay. I feel like Somali aunties have talked to me in French and English at the same time. My dad used to love flexing that he knew French and randomly would be like, "Do you not understand what I'm saying?"
Period.
But yeah,
this is the country to know it in.
Exactly, gives you opportunities.
But guess what? I'm here and I don't speak French and
you got a job.
And I got a job, so
really, does it
really matter? Depends on certain things.
Depends, like if you're going in healthcare, I feel like it really depends. No, it's not depends. It's really needed if you're going in healthcare or the government.
Yeah, I think all government jobs, you need to be bilingual or have a certain amount of French language. What is it called? Fluency.
Some
sort. You have to have like
understanding.
They do it in levels, and there's like A, B, and C or something like that. And if you pass a certain level, then they'll be like, sure. If you don't, then they will give you the opportunity, like some places will, like government places will give you the opportunity to learn French at work.
Oh.
Like through work. And then
the more you know.
The more you know.
The more you know. Anything. So wait, so I'm the Frenchie, you're English, you're from Toronto.
I am from Toronto. Shout out to the 6. Shout out to my dogs.
The 6 is crazy.
I've actually I've never referred to Toronto as the 6. Actually, I don't know why I just did that. That was really weird.
Wait, OVO?
Oh, also I actually really don't like Drake.
Fair enough. His whole thing about what he got really popular was God's Plan, at least, I think, right? And I remember when I visited your house in Toronto, and he kept on telling us, oh, I know where Drake lives, and we drove by his house.
We did in fact drive by his house,
and I felt like that was so exclusive. I don't know.
Everyone in Toronto knows where he lives. The outside of his house literally has like the OVO logo, I'm pretty sure, or it's like, I don't know, like it's like very advertised that is where Drake lives.
That's so stupid, actually.
But it's his Toronto house, so I feel like he doesn't stay, he's not always there. He's always on the run, always doing something nefarious. I don't like that, man.
That is true.
Should I drop some lore?
Yeah, drop some lore. Drop some crazy lore.
So yeah, I'm from Toronto. I have drowned multiple times in swimming pools. One time I drowned when I was actually just a kid at my neighbor's house.
Oh, why did I not know this?
I drowned at my neighbor's house, and it's because my neighbor's kid, or like my neighbor, wanted to use my floaties, my arm floaties, and so I let her use it, and then when I asked for them back, she wouldn't give it to me, and I went down their slide and I drowned in their deep end, and then her older sister had to come save me from the pool. God. And then I got out, and then the mom yelled at me, and I went home crying.
Were you banned?
No, but also those girls were racist.
So, but were you ever invited back?
I don't think I ever went back to their pool.
Oh my god.
Maybe I've been back to their house, but never their pool. But also I feel like after that we didn't really, it left a bad taste in my mouth. And then there was another time where I was at a pool in Kenya, and Hibar threw me into the deep end. My sister threw me into the deep end and drowned me, and then when I screamed when I got out of the water, the lifeguard yelled at me.
Oh my god. And you know what, they would do that.
Yeah.
They would.
I was so offended, and I was so mad. But yeah, I lived in Kenya for 4 years as a child, as like a young lass.
And honestly, love hearing those stories.
Yeah.
Those stories from when she was in Kenya, the funniest things you can ever hear.
From like 9 to 13, I lived in Kenya, and it was a crazy time. I tried to throw my brother out of a window. What else happened? A lot of stuff happened. Yeah. We fostered a whole bunch of cats. Guys, when I moved to Kenya, we all got like fun little luggages, like luggage cases or whatever. Yeah. And I got a High School Musical one, and that was my pride and joy. I loved my little High School Musical little luggage. And this one girl that I knew in school, I still do remember her name.
Stole it?
No. Okay. It gets even crazier. She was my friend in grade 5 or something like that, or grade 4. And there's so much lore with her. But my cat got injured, I think, and he was not having a good time. And she told me that she knows a vet. And so 9-year-old me is like, oh my God, can you take my cat and take him to the vet that you know? And she's like, yeah.
What?
So I put the cat in my High School Musical bag, because I had a High School Musical like suitcase type thing, and I had like a tote bag, like not like a tote, but like one of those big tote bags.
Yeah.
And I put the cat in there, and I gave it to her, and I never saw that cat ever again.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the cat did not survive.
No, I just never saw that cat literally ever again.
Would see the girl at school though?
Yep.
And did you ever ask her about it?
I think though that after she took it, I feel like that was when I moved somewhere else and I went to a different school. So I think it was like during like break from school, and we were going into another grade, and by that time I moved to another school already, so it might have been in year 6. I did year 7 and 8 at that. Yeah, I think it was in year 6. And yeah, also I was crowned the prefect in grade 5 or 6. Okay, the stupid students they voted for me to be the prefect. I did not want to be the prefect.
What's a prefect?
Okay? Like the head student in charge.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to be that because they don't play around in Kenya. They will hit you.
Oh my god.
And so I didn't want to be responsible for anything that went down in the classroom. And there were some evil kids in our class. I still remember their names. They were all effing evil. And one day I think they were beefing in the classroom. Also, why did you have 40 people in this class? That's actually crazy. Our classroom was the biggest classroom. There was 40 people in that class. It was actually insane to try and handle. Some kids were beefing. Teacher comes in, sees said kids beefing, and then hits me because he's like, "You're the prefect. You should have stopped this." What do I look like getting in between two boys fighting?
And were there like a big age range in your grades and stuff like that?
I think it was like grade 5 and 6 that were in my grade.
No, but like were the students actually a reflection of that grade?
I think most of them.
Okay. But
some of them were effing tall as shit.
Yeah.
Some felt like 6 feet tall, and I was literally just a kid.
That's crazy. What are you supposed to do?
No, literally, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to stop these two guys fighting each other? No.
They're gonna start beating you. They're gonna gang up and start like, who is this girl trying to stop us? And then you would have gotten hit.
Yeah.
Regardless, actually.
I was gonna get hit regardless, and I was so effing mad. I actually looked at everyone in class afterwards, and I'm like, you guys are actually all evil, and I hate you all.
That would have made me cry, honestly.
And then I ended up beefing with those said guys.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
You from Kenya sounds like a whole different person.
It was crazy. There's a lot of fights that happened when I was in Kenya. I got suspended for a week because I fought a girl.
Oh my god.
But the thing is, I'm not the type of person to fight.
Was it Hiba also a part of that fight with you?
That school, because I went to that school and then I went to a different school, which is an all-girls school. That school, we went on like a little field day, and I don't know, some girl was making fun of me and Hiba got involved, and they started fighting, and then Mukhtar had to get involved. It was a whole ordeal, and I was just sitting there crying because at the end of the day, genuinely, I was a kid. What do you expect me to do other than cry when I get bullied?
Yeah.
And then the other school that I moved to is an all-girls school. There was so much drama at that school. It was actually sometimes really fun. There was one day we were literally just actively running away from our teacher.
You should have started a girl gang.
No, literally. He about started a girl gang in grade 5.
You're lying.
Yeah, but this was in Canada. This was in Toronto. She started a gang in her class. He was a bully in school.
Oh my god, big bad.
But no, I got into a fight with this girl, and then I got suspended for a week.
Damn.
And it was a crazy time.
That does sound like a crazy time.
So I feel like that kind of explains the person that I am today.
That gives you a lot of character.
Yeah.
The way low-key, like I hate to say that I wish that I was sent over to Somalia or Djibouti as a child, because realistically I know it's not a fun time, but now that I'm older I feel like, dang, I could have had so many stories and I missed out on it.
Yeah, it was actually really cray.
No, but I do live through you guys, and whenever I hear the stories I find it so funny. Okay, I'm gonna share some lore about myself.
Yeah, get into it.
I have a few things to say, actually.
Ooh. Speak your truth.
Let's talk about my school life first, okay?
Ooh.
I was severely bullied.
It's not funny. It's not
funny. But I say this because this gave me character. This gave me character. And if I wasn't bullied, I would have stayed a weird kid. Yeah. Okay? I would have never grown out of my weird phase. Yeah. And I still am kind of weird, but like, it was bad. Fine. It was bad when I was a kid. I was severely bullied from grade 3 to grade 6.
Damn.
And one of the situations is, I tell people this story all the time. Actually, one of the things where I remember one day, I think the guys didn't like me at my school is because I had a big mouth. I was a snitch. Okay.
Period. Yeah, I would have beefed you too.
Okay, I don't care. But truly, snitches get stitches.
Hey! Truly. Yeah, you got
I got so got. I remember one day I was in class and I was so angry, and I don't know what I was angry about, but I remember breaking a pencil. Okay, dramatic.
So dramatic.
Dramatic. I break a pencil in the middle of class as the teacher is teaching. I'm like,
You had to let it out somehow.
No, I had to let it out. And then basically I remember we go to recess and I'm sitting down. This feels like a movie. Sitting down against the fence. Okay, and I'm crying to myself.
You're so main character.
And I had all the boys in my grade just encircle me like a demi-cercle, okay?
A semicircle?
Yeah, semicircle. they encircle me like this against the fence, and they're all just talking shit to my face, and I'm just crying.
I don't think I've actually ever heard this.
Oh, I feel like I've told you. Well, I'm gonna get to the part that I do talk about more. And I'm just crying. I'm crying. I don't know how the altercation switched to me standing up and one of the guys grabbing me by the arms and throwing me in a circle onto straight ice.
Oh my god!
But okay, that is like one of my core memories of being bullied. And then I remember Mr. Sylvain helping me and like telling the boys, "Go away, leave her alone, leave her alone." Love you, Mr. Sylvain.
Period. Shout out.
He did cooking with Sylvan. We were the worst grade at our school every year. And
our grade, the one that had so many students, our grade was the worst grade, and we had the worst teacher, the one who he found any reason to beat someone. You breathe too loudly, bow.
He came to school and he said, "Let me let off some steam." Let me let off some steam. But anyways, Mr. Sylvain did cooking with Sylvan. And we were bad, so that was a way to entice us to be better students, I guess. And every week I never got on that. I never got to cook with Sylvain. And it really hurts me till this day. I just want to cook with them. But anyways, so then I got bullied so bad that I said I need a change. Okay, so then I still got bullied throughout grade 5 and grade 6, but there was a little bit of a rebellious core. I started beating people up. I remember
for a good cause.
For good causes. One time in grade 4, actually, 2 kids were bullying a wheelchair-bound kid, and I grabbed a skipping rope and I was like, "Not my watch." And I whipped the shit out of them, and they went crying. They literally, like, they went crying to the teacher, talking about she hit me. We were playing jokes. About it? No, you weren't, because I was bullied and I could recognize bullying. Yeah. Okay. I got in trouble though. Anyways,
kids are actually really mean.
They're so rude. And it's like I don't get why they found it funny. But anyways, I digress.
Crazy
grade
freaks.
7 was really when I started to make friends. Like, I had friends in grade 6. Like, one of my longest friends is Emily, and we were friends since grade 6.
Cute.
But I started to get cool with the guys in grade 7 when I started to bully supply teachers. And I will never, okay guys, I will never ever like condone this behavior. Like it was my last choice. Like I didn't know how to get in with the cool kids. Okay, I really needed to get in with the cool kids. So I said I'll be the class clown. I'll make fun of the suppléants and everything. Yeah. So then started bullying the supply teachers. Started being like, "You can't tell me shit. You're not my teacher. You're not my teacher." We got sent to the office. Got close with one of the guys. And I was in.
Hey!
But that did make me change my character, because if I wasn't bullied, I wouldn't have. Okay,
you wouldn't have known how to bully others.
Oh, that makes it so much worse.
You're crazy.
No, but like, listen, in my mind, it was like I had to do something to show people, like, hey, like, I'm not a snitch. Yeah. I'm one of you guys now.
I'm not one of you guys. And I'm also not someone that you can mess with.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, you can't go after me if I'm the bully.
Yeah.
But
because I'll get your ass.
Exactly. But I think generally, if I wasn't bullied, I would have stayed very
strange
and like to myself, if that makes sense. I would have stayed to myself if I didn't decide to like start bullying others. And guys, hurt people.
Hurt people. At the end of the day, and at least the cards that you were dealt.
Yeah, and at least I chose an adult. Okay, I wasn't bullying other kids. Okay, they had resources. They had resources to go get help. We did it.
And sometimes teachers are evil, so
they are. Yeah. You guys cared too much, especially suppléants. Yeah. Anyways, that was my little bullying story.
Period.
Another thing is, and I'm saying this now because I don't want, like, what if we get big? What if we get big? I don't want to get famous.
Yeah.
I work at Starbucks.
Hey!
No, free Palestine.
That my bad. I didn't mean to say like.
Free
No, but we are very free Palestine. We are pro Palestine. Keep boycotting.
Don't come to Starbucks. Because I do be seeing the hijabis pulling up.
No, dead ass.
I do. What are you doing? Hijabis, and I know when they see me in that damn store taking their orders, they're like, oh. Yeah, I'm gonna say I was with Starbucks. I'm going on to my 4th year right now.
Mm-hmm.
I did quit in December when the height of the Israel and Palestine stuff were happening, and I did have one of the guys that we were working with was Israeli, and we had an altercation because he wanted to debate about Palestine versus Israel. Yeah,
pull up to work at Starbucks. I got my Starbucks apron on. You're like, oh, let's talk about the political climate in Palestine, Israel.
And it got so
like what?
Like he was like sick. First of all, he just wanted to brainwash me.
Yeah,
like you didn't want to debate anything. You don't want to have. He did not come to that conversation with an open mind.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's debate because I know I'm right. I believe in what I believe in. Yeah. So I was telling him what was wrong with Israel and everything he was telling me was like Israelis are actually Israelis are brainwashed because I was giving him facts about how they were bombed on the way to the places that Israel told them to go to and stuff. He's like, what? No, that never happened. I'm like, okay. So there's no point of debating. There's no point of arguing because you do not know any facts. Yeah. And after that whole altercation, I was like, I'm uncomfortable to work with this dude. This is my last straw. I gave him my 2 weeks. And then I was unemployed for 7 months.
Unemployment hit.
And then I couldn't find a job. I applied so many places until I went back to Starbucks because I needed money. I needed to pay for so many things. Yeah. So unfortunately, you gotta
do what you gotta do.
Yeah. But at least I be giving money. I be giving out free drinks. Period. And that's alleged. That's allegedly. I did not want to get fired. Allegedly, I am giving out free drinks. Okay.
She gets free drinks.
I get free drinks. See, like, do you get free drinks?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah. So basically, like, she's innocent in all of this. She's just a girl.
I'm literally a girl who needs money. Yeah. Unless you guys make this so effing popular, monetize it, we make money. I can quit. Yeah. Think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing.
Yeah, think about supporting her so that she can quit.
Yeah, please.
Working for Starbucks.
Yeah, I need to get out of there. They did switch the dress codes, and they make it so how do you say it? Not inclusive. What's the
exclusive?
Exclusive.
That feels wrong. But like, are they going back on DEI?
What DEI?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
I feel like because listen to this. They switched the dress code. And they said, okay, everyone gets 2 free shirts. I'm a hijabi. Yeah. Why are all the shirts t-shirts? It's long sleeves? No long sleeve. And so I have to buy like 3-4 shirts for work.
Yeah.
Whilst everyone just has to buy 2. And I'm like, okay, like what's going on here, guys? Wow. Are they like Starbucks t-shirts? They're Starbucks. They have to be black t-shirts. We have to wear black shirts so now. Up. And it's so effing annoying. Anyways, that's my lore for Starbucks. Yeah. Do I have any more lore to share? I can't think about it on the top of my head. I felt like I did too much with the bully. I said, I got bullied. I'm a bully child. I'm bullied.
But I think karma came back around because Caffey's allergic to peanuts now. That's how she got.
Yeah, that's how I got.
Bullying supply teachers.
Yeah, no, literally, I got out of no. Oh, let me tell you, my allergy story.
Yeah, December 31st, 2023.
Scariest. No, 2024.
2023. Because 2024 was mine.
Yeah. Into 2024. Yeah. I had a pad thai. And who freaking knew pad thai had peanuts?
I feel like everyone. Sorry, that was so
okay. Well, I don't eat peanuts whatsoever. And I remember I'm eating this pad thai up. And it's her birthday, mind you. And then we finished the food and everything. We're going to our friend's house. And I'm like talking to her sister. I'm like, I don't feel too good. Like the whole time we were driving. I don't think I told you. Because I didn't want to ruin the vibe. Yeah. And I just kept on talking to him. I was like, I don't feel good. I was in pain. Okay. I was so nauseous. I was like, this is not normal. But I didn't care because I do not puke. Like I do not vomit. Sorry for the TMI. I do not vomit. And then I'm like chilling with everyone. We're playing games. We're playing card games. The whole time I'm fighting for my life, actually. And I was trying to hide the fact that I was fighting for my life.
Yeah.
So I finally get out of Uno. I win, by the way. Okay.
Yeah.
I won the Uno game, and then I was like, immediately, I just went to sit on the couch, and I think I was staring off into the
void. Yeah.
Into the void. I wasn't on my phone or nothing.
It was
I
really
just,
scary. You went mute.
Yeah, I couldn't say anything because I was in so much pain. So then I get up randomly. They're still playing the game, and I go to her sister, and I wasn't trying to like go to her sister. I was really trying to talk to my friend because I wanted to ask where the bathroom was. But as I open my mouth to ask for the bathroom, I just start vomiting everywhere. You know how embarrassing that is? She has roommates that are there. My friend is about to go clean up my puke. The way I dropped, I said no. I dropped to my knees I feel like I'm still convulsing from puking. I dropped to my knees. I'm picking up my puke, trying to throw in the garbage. I was like, you are not.
It was actually so crazy.
Like, that's so embarrassing. I don't think I would ever be able to look at Emmy the same if I let her clean that up.
Yeah.
That would have been too embarrassing.
Actually a little bit messed up, and he got caught some stray.
Yeah, I puked on him back. The thing is, that day I was just thinking to myself, and I kept on saying after I puked and everything, I kept on saying I'm itchy. I'm so itchy. Like I think this is an allergic reaction, but I wasn't really sure. Yeah, you know. And then one day I said I was at my body. I just finished the gym. I was like, let me get a protein shake. The guy was like, you can't really. He made me the protein shake. It had peanut butter. The guy said you can't really taste the peanut butter. I was like, okay, let me have it. I take it, I drink a few sips, my throat starts itching. Scary. And I'm like, what is going on here, guys? Yeah. So finally, I get home, I'm in pain, I'm laying in my bed like this. I'm like, give me a bucket. And I just start puking again. So I was like, okay, what are the two ingredients that are there? It's peanut butter. So I found out I'm allergic to peanut butter at 22.
Yeah, that's
so random because I've eaten peanuts before in my life. Yeah. And I don't know why randomly I just started to get really bad reactions to it.
It could be when you avoided eating it because you don't like peanut butter or anything like that, right? I don't. So I feel like once you started avoiding it, it was like, I'm gonna get harassed.
Yeah, she's like, no, not on my watch. You're gonna have a reason to hate me.
Yeah, because genuinely, I freaking love peanut butter so much. I'm always just like, I don't understand people who hate it. So it's like, okay, you really do have to have a reason to hate it because otherwise, why? Yeah, it's so good.
This is funny, okay? A little bit. It's not traumatic, but when we were younger, I hated peanut butters. And I think our aunt didn't understand why I would hate peanut butter. So she literally she had Reese's Pieces. She's like, eat it.
Not even force-fed Reese's Pieces.
Forcing me to eat
Wait, but I love Reese's Pieces, so I would have loved it.
No, and I was like, I'm like trying to get myself to eat it because she's telling me it's candy. Yeah. You know, I'm like, okay, like let me eat the candy. Yeah. I'm eating it. I'm spitting it out.
That's actually
get
so
me
scary.
Away from that, like from a young child, I knew who I was. I knew I was a peanut butter hater, and it was a foreshadowment. It was foreshadowing my life.
That's what
30. Perfect. Add that in.
With your mismatched socks? How do you always seem to have mismatched? You always have mismatched socks, but you always get it close enough.
Yeah, right?
Because how'd you get two socks that both have stripes on them?
No, it's just who I am. Sometimes it hurts.
So I don't really
to follow the tide. But seeing is believing, dreaming is deceiving. It's okay not to be okay. Sometimes it's hard to follow your heart. Should we have that as the first?
What is that? As Scoops?
That reminds me of the.
Yeah, he does have a funny line.
So, what are you consuming for media at the moment? What gets your feathers in a twist? Your feathers.
I have something on my phone, but lately I just finished reading Giovanni's Room. I thought that book was 10 out of 10. It actually will have you screaming, crying, and throwing up. I've been coming to terms with the fact that my laptop is on the verge of dying, so I've been consuming a lot of stuff on my iPad, and it's actually really fun.
Girl.
Yeah.
She's an iPad baby.
I freaking love my iPad. And right now I started a book called Moufette,
and
it's about a little girl who...
Oh my god, what? You're into depressing shit.
I am, because I literally read Giovanni's Room, and I actually was like, I went to my my coworker's office, and I was like, I'm actually so sad, like I'm actually so depressed, like I hate it here. And she was like, you need to like read something good. And I was like you need to read something like easy, like cute, whatever. And I was gonna read an Ali Hazelwood book. Yeah. And I was gonna start it. I was gonna read Not in Love. I was gonna start it at the desk when I was sitting at the desk at work. And then right before, when I was telling my coworkers I was gonna read that, she was like, that is like a pretty like, that's depressing? Like no. Oh. That one's it's a little bit spicy. Oh, so and spicy. It's like from jump. And I was like, I don't think I should be reading something like this at the desk. Not in Love.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna read that. And then I decided to start reading Moufette, which is absolutely crazy. Also, the show The Pit is so good. If you have Crave, you should definitely watch it. 10 out of 10. It's actually, I feel like you really like that show.
It's a show with the rats that crawl out of the body.
Yeah, it's like a
funny show though.
It's not a funny show. That's the thing. It's just funny at times.
Oh, okay.
It's not a comedy. It's kind of like a realistic depiction. Because you know how Grey's Anatomy, it's like, oh my god, girl, drama all the time. Like it's very unrealistic. But that one, it's like showing you I think the entire season is 1 hour in a day working in the emergency department.
Okay.
And it's literally, a lot of it is like patient care. So like the things that they come up with, like the things that they encounter, they have to deal with, lots of blood everywhere, lots of piss.
Piss is crazy.
But then also they'll like sprinkle in details about the characters where it's like, okay, I'm not like watching a show about like Meredith Grey and all of her trauma. You know, it's mainly like they do little lore drops every so often, and I'm like, you know what, I really like this, and it's so freaking good.
I will put that on my list.
So true. What is happening at the door?
Oh! I thought somebody came in again.
I don't know. I don't know if it's someone's there or not.
Hello? No. Hello. Yeah. First of all, I will put that show on my list because I need something to watch after I finish the show that I'm watching right now.
Period.
Can we talk about why the hell Meredith Grey had that so much effing trauma?
No, literally, it was so
episode.
dramatic.
Like I love the fact that it was a I know it's a drama, but to have every single character was dealing with drama.
It was actually so ridiculous.
Like just at least keep it to one. And now it's on the 20th season.
Yeah, 1 billion.
End. Are you following anyone on YouTube?
Oh my gosh.
Podcast.
I love listening to Upstairs Neighbors, which is a podcast.
I love those
Check
girls.
it out, guys. They're so funny.
Dom and Maya,
obsessed with them.
So funny.
And also, I've been watching this YouTuber named Melissa. Her YouTube name is Beware of Pity, which is a book that she really likes, and I read it, and I'm actually obsessed with that book. It's so good. Steven Zweig.
Oh, that's
but it's
foreign.
I think he's, I don't know. I'm not even gonna try. Gonna try. But it's actually a really good book, and her videos are just chill vibes. Also, I've been really into One Direction again lately, and I was a One Direction girl, and I did have a One Direction. Yeah, I did have a One Direction stan Twitter account that transitioned into a Harry Styles stan Twitter account that transitioned into a K-pop stan Twitter account, and my drug of choice was in fact BTS.
Hey! I just put me in the team. Let me do the ad-libs.
Nah, for real.
Literally.
Bring me on tour.
Put me in the back.
Yeah.
Put me in the front. Let me be Jimin.
Yeah.
I can't do a high note. That's so embarrassing. How can you get higher in the notes than me?
Yeah.
No. Oh. the tours, 2026 reunion tours coming up. How are you saving?
I actually have no plans on saving any money. I just know that it will happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna save money for that too because I need to go too. I don't care. I need to see Magic Shop. I need to see.
But I'm scared that they're not gonna perform any of those songs.
Oh, because of the guy, right? The producer.
What?
The producer. Apparently, the producer went to jail. The
producer went to jail
or something like that. Like somebody that produced a few of their songs that was on the like 134 song.
Yeah.
A few of those songs on those albums.
Yeah.
Were doxxed. Because the producer did something real bad.
That's actually so messed up.
I don't know what he was arrested for though.
I wish I went to the Love Yourself tour. Also, guess who had tickets to the Map of the Soul tour?
That's some lore. You need a job. Actually,
I had tickets to the Map of the Soul tour. I had such great seats. I got them for such a decent price, and it was canceled because of the pandemic.
and they never rescheduled.
And
just imagine you actually would have seen them.
I'm actually I genuinely am so mad about that because I actually was because the thing is, I think they announced the tour and sold tickets an entire year before my show was, and so for the entire year I was so excited.
Oh my god, that hits my heart.
Yeah, and then I don't know if it was if it was I bought them in 2019 and the tour's in 2020, or if the tour's in 2021, but then they canceled it not at the beginning of the year. It felt because I don't know, I might be getting my facts wrong, but it genuinely felt like a stab to the heart.
And yeah, I remember you were here and you were still talking about them returning the money.
Yeah.
So it was in 2021. 2020 actually. So you bought it in 2019 then.
Maybe I did.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Let me share the media.
Yeah, give me your media.
Okay, so realistically, right now at a specific moment, all I'm consuming is TikTok. But outside of this pocket, this moment, the last book I read was the last book that I really enjoyed was the Fourth Wing series. I stopped at the second book, so I finished the second book. Haven't picked up the Onyx Storm just because, girl, I literally, as I'm reading the series, I find out she's coming out with 2 more books and the series is not complete. Who do I look like reading the 3rd book and waiting more than a year for
that sounds like way too much,
right? And that's anyway, so I had to drop the series until she finishes the series. And then right now I'm really into, you don't know this, the show I'm watching right now is Dr. Stone. It's an anime. It's about so good. It's so effing good. It's these people in Japan were made to stone by this weird bright green light.
Did you watch this before?
Yeah, I'm continuing. I took a huge break. I used to be obsessed with talking about it. I remember. Everyone went to stone, okay, and they were put as stone, if that makes sense. I'm not explaining it well, but you get what I'm trying to say.
You get the gist. Read the synopsis.
Exactly. And then 3,000 years later, there's nothing, okay? The earth reset. Everything is trees, no homes. There's nothing to gather from, you know what I'm trying to say? So they wake up and they're like, wow, we have to restart. We have to restart everything.
Yeah.
And one of the first guys that woke up, he was basically a genius, a prodigy, high school student in science, and he brings science to everyone. He's like, science will save us. And right now they met a whole new island with new people that were alive since the jump, because his dad, actually the main character's dad, went to space. Sounds crazy. Actually,
this is actually
he went to space. And then everyone was basically mummified, comes back to Earth and realized we're the last people alive. Okay, so he starts his own colony.
It's kind of like the 100.
Yeah, basically. He starts his own colony, and a lot of the descents are related to the main character, realistically, because there's anyways. So I'm at the point where they're at a new island, they're meeting new guys, they're fighting a lot of people again. Love them. I love that show. Other than that, YouTube, I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. I do love Dylan Is in Trouble. Ooga booga.
Ooga booga,
every night I have to fall asleep to that shit. The way he rates stuff is so good, and he's good looking. He's what he's what I think is the perfect white man.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, that's my cup of tea.
Like, he's literally hilarious.
Yeah.
And then there's this other British guy that he does reaction videos to like trends and stuff. Don't know his name, but he's hilarious. He actually has me LOLing. I will find and tag it somewhere below.
Yeah.
But funny guy. Podcast is Upstairs Neighborhood.
Hell yeah. Upstairs Neighbors.
Upstairs Neighbors.
So true.
Upstairs Neighbors, Stephanie Sue.
Yup.
And that's it. Stephanie Sue, I have been falling off of. I love that girl. She just saw Pity's case. If you guys want to get good information about the case.
Did you say Pity's case?
What's his name?
P. Diddy. Don't say his name, though. We're going to get demonetized.
Don't say his name. He's going to appear.
He's going to show up.
Say it 3 times.
Yeah.
Don't look in the mirror.
Scary.
She just went to court to watch the case, and I am waiting on the edge of my seat for her to drop the video.
Yeah.
Because girl said she was taking notes.
Yeah.
Notes, a lot of notes.
I need to add for my media. I have been absolutely obsessed with R.F. Kuang. I have read. She's released 4 books. I have 4 books. Poppy War, Yellowface, and Babel. I've read Babel, Yellowface, Poppy War, Dragon Republic, and I have 1 more book of hers to read, and I'm waiting until closer to the release date of her new book, Calabasas, which comes out in August.
I really want to read
and
her
books. Just found out that she is going on a book tour, and tickets go on sale in July, and in September she will be in Toronto, and Emmy sent it to me, and I want to go. And I'm gonna go.
Period.
I'm literally gonna effing go.
Look, I want to go too. I haven't read all her books. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me bring all my damn books so she can find them.
I read Yellowface. I lost Yellowface on the freaking airplane, mind you.
Yeah,
I lost that book on the airplane. But I read Yellowface, and maybe I'll pick up a few books if I could go see her.
Yeah, Babel is so freaking good. 5 out of 5 stars.
Dark Academia.
Yeah, it's so good. I think about that book every single day since I've read it. And the Poppy War trilogy is so messed up, but in the best way possible. Like it will have you by the throat the entire time, but it's so good. And I think that woman is a genius, and I need to be able to hear her talk about her new book.
She's gonna be studied. Like, I think she's already being studied.
Yeah, and
100%.
she's been to Harvard, and no, not Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge, and Yale. She has like 3 different PhDs or something like that.
Wait, she's a genius.
She's like an actual genius. Like she has like, I think she's doing her PhD or her master's in like East Asian studies, and like you can see a lot of that in her book Babel, and like it's just also she wrote the Poppy War trilogy when she was 19 years old.
Wow, don't make me cry right now. Why did that make me emotional? That's like, actually
she's
so
an effing
amazing.
Genius, and I need to go and hear her talk about Calabasas, and I'm so excited for that book to come out. Also, if you have anything to say about the way that I pronounce Babel and Calabasas, you can take that up with your mother, because I don't give a F.
Wait, is it not pronounced? Is it Babel?
Apparently it's pronounced Babel. Hey.
Finally.
So she pronounces it Babel, so I'm gonna just say Babel. To me, it looks like Babel. I never read the Bible. I never heard about the story of the Tower of Babel. So
that is, yeah, I thought it was called Babel, and I thought when I first saw her book going around, I was like, is this like based off of like Christianity?
Yeah,
I thought it was like based off of those stories.
It's on like translations, because the Tower of Babel is like it's like the idea that there was one language that everyone could speak.
Okay, so that's what it was. Yeah.
So it's all about translations, and they're and like using silver for magic and stuff like that, and it's so effing good, and the characters are so.
Yeah, okay, I'm definitely gonna read it that summer.
You should literally read them, but they're not summer books.
Babel?
No.
I'm not gonna read the Poppy War.
The Poppy War will make you want to.
I need to put the Poppy War. It's a series. I need to put that on pause. I just want one book and done.
Yeah.
So I'll
read Babel. It's so good. It's so good. I will sing R.F. Kwang's praises forever. I don't give a F.
Period.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now let's talk about real shit. Okay, let's talk about effing real shit because you guys don't effing know. And I don't care. I'm care. Scared. K-pop this, K-pop that. No, 17 is what I'm consuming every single day. Yeah. Every single day. And May 26th they're coming out with their 5th album. Hey. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
That I saw that and I was like, whose birthday is it? No, it didn't say birthday, girl. It says birthday.
No, literally, it's their 10th anniversary. So it's gonna be like a whole thing, and
that's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Going 17 to come back out because that was my media of choice every single day.
Going 17 so much
single
fun.
day, and that was how I roped her into. I roped her into 17 was through Going 17. Yeah. Geniuses, hilarious.
They're so funny.
So
I'm obsessed with them.
If okay, whoever's watching this, I don't know, whatever. If you hate K-pop, I get it. K-pop's not for everyone. Real. Give Going 17 a chance.
You don't even have to listen to their music. Literally, just watch their videos.
Yeah, because I've never laughed so hard. Like few of them is like Going Company that I love. Going Company where Jungkook is just like, you're fired. Yeah. You're fired. Yeah. And then Mafia with Hoshi. Their
Mafia videos are so hilarious.
So good.
And I effing love Hoshi, bro.
Hoshi eats it up every single time. Like the one where he reveals, first of all, if you never watched Going 17, I'm sorry. He tricks everyone to vote for Mingyu at one point, and then Mingyu turned out to be a villager. And then sorry, not this idiot. Sorry, I thought everyone idiot. There you go, too. But this dude literally sticks his bag, leaves his bag as his name. Cool, I told lies. I'm gonna kill you. He's so cool. I need to get in a room and play Mafia with them. Yeah. I feel like we could go toes. We could go. If I do have to speak Korean, if he speaks English, we would be the best team. What's it called? Hoshi is hilarious. In Going 17, and then Wanu's Diary. Those ones I actually still watch like every so often. I will go back to watch it to laugh because why were they being aliens? Like who? Like I want to know who wrote the script. Like
it was so strange.
And they commit so hard to the bit, and they're always breaking character. And I think that's what makes me laugh the most is when they start giggling because they can't hold it in.
I'm obsessed.
They're so funny. They're having a new hopefully. They do come to Canada. I just want them to come to Toronto. Please do, because I don't think I would be able to go to America again. That was too much. It's getting really hard. Scary. It was very very expensive. Please be considerate. A lot of stray kids. A lot of K-pop groups are going to Toronto right now. Yeah, this summer. So like hopefully
Stray Kids going.
Yeah, Stray Kids is going. Blackpink is going.
Blackpink are a group again?
I guess. I don't know what's going on. Big fan of 17. They're like the number one media that I consume. Period. Very up to date with them. I follow their Instagram channel, and they always talk about, like, whoever's controlling it. Let me
just getting crazy.
I don't have Instagram on my phone. I can't even show you.
Why don't you have Instagram on your phone?
Because I didn't have storage. But anyways, they got like the members to like put voice notes. This is weird. Like the weirdest voice notes. I'm not the new something. I'm like, okay, go off, sis. Go off. But I don't know who's writing the script, but it's hilarious. I think it was Vernon that said the English one, and then they got S Scoops and I think Mangao. I'm not too sure. I think that's it for my media. Like that's all I consume. Yeah. Realistically. It's mostly TikTok. All I do is scroll.
Dude, I spent so much time on TikTok today. It actually made me sick to my stomach.
Sick to my stomach. If your mom's in the hood.
If you're leaving your mom's in the hood, fam.
Sick to my stomach.
Yo, I'm sick to my stomach, fam.
And if you're not,
sometimes, because I just, this is just how I talk. No accent in sight, like no Toronto accent in sight. But sometimes when I'm around my friends from Toronto, when we get really, I'm like, I start talking in the crazy accent, and I actually feel insane. I'm like, if anyone, no, I'm literally like, bro, like, what's it called? I always say mans. I always say like just the craziest things, and then I like look at it. I look at our conversations from an outside perspective, and I'm like, oh my god, people probably think we're effing crazy.
Yeah. Remember Ja?
Ja. Yeah, like Ja.
Ja.
I think that's like is that a Somali thing or is it something
I don't
we
know.
came up with?
I picked it up from you guys, and I was saying that all like when I was in middle school
Yeah.
with all my friends. No one got it, so I stopped saying it. I had to drop it so quick.
It's like me when I say mesquite at work. I don't think anyone knows what
I've been saying that a lot more at work. I'm like, oh, mesquite, and no one says anything, and I'm like, you guys are weird because I know you don't understand what I'm saying.
Because
right
if
now.
I was in Toronto, everyone would know what I was saying when I say mesquite.
Exactly.
You guys just don't get it.
Like, dang, where's the diversity?
Yeah.
Or I hate when people do know what I'm talking about and you don't have like the.
Because who is you?
Like, why do you know? Like,
why do you know what I'm talking
about? Why do you think you're big and tough? And
why are you stealing my culture?
No, literally.
My culture is not your costume.
Exactly. It's not a costume. Take it off. Especially like white boys.
Oh
my god.
Stick with your hockey accent. That's
hey
fake.
Bud. Hey bud.
Hey bud.
You're gonna meet me at the rink, bud. That's
so
like a little Toronto, a little bit.
yeah. You added a little twang a little southern twang.
Hey, I do love my Canadian accent. I do say a lot. I do say no. When I ask questions at work, I'm like, do you want to do this, or like, did you grab how do I say it?
It's so cool, no?
Yeah, like, so cool, no? Like, I actually do that a lot.
It is very fun.
It feels right. It feels deeply right with me, and I don't care if that's giving white.
Yeah,
who cares? At least I'm being true to who I am.
I'm being myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I think that's all that we have for you guys today.
Whoa, yeah. See you next time.